Stay ahead of the storm. Download the 10TV app. It's free.
We're really excited to open our campgrounds and to welcome back our campers.
Time to pull up the RV. Campgrounds reopen today along with in-person dining as Ohio tries to return to business as usual.
We have received so many requests to open the campgrounds. I want to get camping again. Camping is such a valuable activity to people.
We've got these little plexiglass barriers that we put up between the booths. And over here, we have, I call them the hanging window walls. To make sure that everybody kind of packs their patience, we're all doing our utmost best.
I'll see you when you get back is the last thing I got to say.
Friends of Madison Bell are desperate for answers. The missing teen's family says they will do everything they can.
My mind is just driven. I mean, I'm in one direction and I am driven to find her.
Staying at home more than usual has made people a little stir crazy. And this guy is truly one in a melon.
11:29, 11:30, 11:30.
I mean, at least he had those goggles on.
Wow. Okay, so obviously we've been spending a lot of time cooped up indoors. I guess that's one way of using your melon, so to speak. Thanks for starting your Thursday with us here on 10 this morning. I'm Pete Scalia.
And I'm Angela, and I'm going to go like this for you, Pete. All right, let's get over to Jeff Booth right now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. With a check on our forecast here. And Jeff, it looks like things are improving ever so slightly out there when it comes to the weather.
Just a tick. We are seeing some rain, but we have watched the rain break up a little bit. Really, since the broadcast started, we had a little more of that widespread rain a little earlier. That's starting to break up, but I still think we're going to be picking up more rain later today. Right now, the model's kind of hinting at we get a little break in it, but then it picks back up late morning, early afternoon. And you can see we still have some showers, and we'll still see some drizzle around here and there, so just keep that in mind. But the rain has let up a little bit in the northeast. Still have a few showers out towards Coshocton and Newark. It's still coming down pretty well out in Lancaster, and as you move down into southeastern Ohio, Hocking into Vinton counties, Athens County looking at that as well, and we are looking at some sprinkles there on the camera. Good news though, our flash flood watches, they have been canceled. They were in southeastern Ohio. Now we're looking at flood warnings out in southeastern Ohio and along the Scioto River as you move on down towards the Ohio River. Temperatures in the low to mid 50s across the area, 52 right now in Columbus, and we will see the chance for a few light areas of drizzle this morning with some more rain picking up as we head into the afternoon, and highs right around 64. I'll let you know what day we get back to near 80 and when we'll see some pop-up afternoon summer-like storms coming up. Angela.
All right, well, hopefully they won't be coming up too soon, Jeff, because as we take a look at your traffic this morning, there are still some tricky spots out there that are still closed because of the flooding, all from the Tuesday rain. So take a look here. This is US 23. See that ramp at 270? It is closed, although I see a truck going right by it. So got to be careful out there, friends. There still could be some ponding as you head out this morning. So definitely be careful if you're heading out the door. Pete?
Well, Angela, new from overnight as we track the latest developments in the coronavirus pandemic. Worldwide, the number of confirmed cases has now surpassed 5 million. Now, that's partially because of increased cases in South America in particular. In Mexico, deaths hit a new single-day high yesterday. In Brazil, recorded a high of 20,000 new cases in 24 hours. So that is leading the United States to considering additional travel restrictions to South America. Now, we're also seeing cases rise here in the U.S. as every state will pretty much be reopened by the end of this week. Cases topped 1.5 million with more than 93,000 deaths across the country. In California alone, that state recorded its second highest daily death toll from COVID-19 just before it is set to reopen many counties. Now, it is important to remember, though, that testing is being ramped up nationwide. So in many cases, you don't have to have a doctor's note to get tested, Angela.
Well, Pete, according to the COVID tracking project, Ohio has tested nearly 290,000 people for COVID-19 and almost 2.5% of the state's population. So right now, here are where we stand with our numbers. 27,500 confirmed cases in the state of Ohio, with more than 1,600 people who have died. Now, this is as the state begins another phase today of its reopening plan. That phase will include reopening Ohio's restaurants for indoor dining. And this is, of course, after the patio dining opened up last week. Let's get to 10 TV's Tina Ramos, who can tell us now what we can expect if we choose to go out.
Yeah, that's a good question, too, that you say that if we choose to go out here. But clearly, it's been a long road for business owners, for customers, just really wanting to walk inside, order a meal, sit down and actually enjoy it. Well, the good news behind that is today is that day. And Ohio is moving into that next phase for its restaurants as part of the governor's efforts to reopen the economy. So here's what's happening today. Actually, for restaurants themselves, you can actually go in. They are welcoming you in to dine inside for the first time in 2 months. Now, because of the coronavirus, owners have taken a huge financial hit. Some restaurants won't survive, but others are going to try and make the best of it. Over the weekend, we did see people gathering at some establishments after the governor announced restaurants could serve people outdoors. And today, they'll be able to attract more customers by allowing them to utilize the whole business, both inside and out. Establishments will still have to follow guidelines, including social distancing to protect customers. But the fact that owners are able to bring in more customers is the financial boost they've been waiting for.
Dine-in will get us somewhere over 80% of restaurants will now be open. By the end of the month, we think it'll be up around 85% of restaurants will be open. So it's a gradual return.
A gradual return indeed, but the good news behind this too is as they open the indoors, that means more people will be back to work. So that's one good aspect of it. Of course, too, we do want to remind everybody, the governor and the Ohio Restaurant Association asking customers to do their part as well. If you are coming to an establishment, it's recommended that you do wear a mask inside, and of course they're asking that you practice social distancing as well. We'll let you know how the first day goes. In Short North, Tino Ramos, 10 TV News.
All right, Tina, thank you. Well, one restaurant that's going to be reopening its doors today is a Columbus staple that's already been through so much.
We'll have a little cheat sheet out front. We have a single entrance. You come in the main entrance. We'll ask that you exit through the foyer that's next to the bathrooms. That way we can maintain social distancing. We do ask that if we are on a wait, that only one person from your party comes in to put your name in.
Schmidt's reopens today with a list of precautions that are already in place. They have special dividers between the booths, no more buffet for now, single-use menus, and they're constantly disinfecting to make the customers feel comfortable. And speaking of feeling comfortable, we want to know if you feel comfortable eating inside a restaurant. We put a poll up online. We gave you a few choices here. You could see I've already made reservations. Are you sticking with delivery? Or are you just preferring to cook at home? Seems like most of you are choosing that option right now, but we're going to leave this poll up for a while. Just go to 10tv.com/vote.
Well, first responders have answered the call during this pandemic, but 10 Investigates has now discovered problems with dozens of private ambulances and wheelchair transport vehicles that are providing necessary transportation for patients in the Columbus area. Many of these ambulances have been driving around during the pandemic with potentially dangerous defects.
Every second is going to count when you're talking about an emergency vehicle. Every second is going to count when you're talking about getting someone to emergency care.
So tonight at 5, Chief Investigative Reporter Bennett Haberly reveals what he found this company is doing and the actions that have already occurred because of this report. Well, it is now coming up on 6:09. You know, this weekend would have been the 26th year of the popular Asian festival. So performers who were supposed to take the stage wanted to make sure they still celebrated their Asian culture. So here you see, this is the Ohio Wushu Academy out of Dublin, demonstrating some martial arts moves with, of course, social distancing. They, along with the Asian Festival, hope that this performance will continue to build cultural diversity across all communities in Central Ohio. By the way, May happens to be Asian American Heritage Month, so a lot of celebration happening. And you know what, Pete? It's nice to see that people are still finding ways to celebrate, even though we've had so many festivals that have been forced to cancel.
Oh, it is true, but we still need to take the time to honor heritage like that, and it's really cool to see too. I'm always amazed at those martial arts demonstrations. I don't think I could pull off half of those moves. But speaking of pulling off moves, college athletes, we know they could be back on the field and the court soon, but not everyone's a fan of that. Up next, why some experts think it's still too soon to play ball.
Closed captioning on 10 TV is sponsored by Custom Air.
I'm Kevin Kurgis and I'm a lawyer. If you've been injured in an auto accident and it's not your fault, call me. And remember, I don't get paid unless you get paid.
Buy with 0 down, 0% 84-month financing, or 0 payments for 120 days at Dan Tobin. The new 2020 GMC Terrain, $198 a month. $198. 2020 Buick Encore, $158 a month. $158. 2020 Chevy Trax, $138 a month. $138. Or visit dantobin.com. Shop, click, drive, and we'll deliver to your home or office.
Only a Dan Tobin Chevrolet Buick GMC.
What should you expect from your banking relationship? In a budget-minded world, you want to earn as much money as possible on your deposits. You want to have the lowest interest rate possible on your loans, and you want your fees to be fair. If you banked at Kemba, you'd get all of those things. Plus, you'd get great advice on how to grow all that money you're earning and saving, so it's there for you in the future.
Great rates, personal service, individual solutions. Kemba, a better way to bank.
What's better than firing up some chicken this summer? Letting Donato's do it and put it on a pizza. Make that 4 fresh and delicious chicken pizzas, perfect for summer, including hot chicken, mariachi chicken, chicken spinach mozzarella, and for a limited time, our new barbecue chicken pizza. Now get a large chicken signature pizza for just $1 more than a large one topping. Donato's. Every piece is important.
At Hugh White Honda, we're taking every precaution to make sure you feel safe with virtual visits and home delivery available to online tools and special showroom arrangements. We are here for you. And the best part, it's a great time to buy with 0 payments for 90 days. Civic, 0 down, lease for $199 a month or buy for $339. Accord, 0 down, just $259 a month or buy for $339. Or CRV, 0 down, lease for $299 a month or buy for $379. We have missed you and we care. We can't wait to serve you again.
I'm Kevin Kurgis and I'm a lawyer. If you've been injured in an auto accident and it's not your fault, we can meet following social distancing guidelines. Call me. And remember, I don't get paid unless you get paid.
Stay with us as we journey toward a cancer-free world with the James, coming up on 10 TV.
It's 6:13 on your Thursday morning, and today's search efforts are ramping up for a missing teenager from Ross County.
I'll see you when you get back is the last thing I got to say.
18-year-old Madison Bell went missing on Sunday in Highland County after she told her mom and her boyfriend that she was going tanning. Well, Madison's car was found at a church parking lot close to that tanning salon. Her keys were in the ignition and her cell phone was sitting on the seat. At a vigil last night, her family, her friends, and the whole community came together to pray for her safe return.
My mind is just driven. I mean, I'm in one direction and I am driven to find her.
Now, the Highland County Sheriff's Office says Bell never did make it to that tanning salon. Her mom says this would have been her senior week, which is something that she wouldn't want to miss. So hopefully they'll get some answers soon. And new this morning now in world news, we've learned at least 24 people are dead in India and Bangladesh after a powerful cyclone ripped through the region. Thousands of homes have been destroyed. About 1 million people are without power. Authorities say it could take several days to assess all the damage, especially since emergency crews are already dealing with the coronavirus pandemic there as well. Angela.
Well, Pete, we do have a health alert this morning as the coronavirus pandemic continues. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention is telling doctors to test babies who are born to women who possibly have COVID-19. Now, the CDC says babies are most likely exposed to the virus through respiratory droplets from their moms or maybe even other caregivers. The CDC is now suggesting testing in the first 24 hours after birth and again the next day, even if those results were negative. Well, this week, the NCAA is taking a small step towards bringing back college sports. The council voted to allow Division I student athletes to work out at their campus facilities, but only for football and basketball. Students can return for voluntary activities as early as June 1st. And you might remember we told you yesterday that the Buckeyes will be allowed back at the Woody Hayes Center and the Schumacher Complex starting on June 8th. For some former athletes, though, like Charles Barkley, he says this maybe isn't the right call.
But I do not think it's safe. I would not want my kid, until we know more about what can happen. We need to wait until we're closer to a treatment or a vaccine. But listen, money is going to run this thing, and that's really unfortunate.
Well, the NCAA says a decision on other collegiate sports will be made soon. Well, I think we can all agree life is incredibly tough, especially for the healthcare workers. But some people in Mexico are getting a little bit of a boost from this little fella. Take a look. Meet Harley El Tuerto, which means one-eyed in Spanish. The pug may have lost an eye due to an accident, but that is not stopping him from being 100% adorable. And look at that. He goes into hospitals in Mexico City for a couple hours every week just to cheer people up, and also the doctors and the nurses who are treating the COVID-19 patients. As you can see, he's practicing perfect health prevention here. He's wearing a little coat and goggles to keep him safe. And don't forget those little, I guess, what are they, booties on his paws, guys? So cute.
Yeah, the little, and well, he's got that stylish little neon green PPE there. I think another good name for him might be El Guapo, because he is a handsome little guy too, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And not just that, but notice too, he's wearing his goggles. And honestly, if you think about it, pugs, they sneeze a lot. So basically, he is actually practicing that safe social distancing. The question is, can he sneeze into the crook of his paw? I don't know about that or not. So. But I will tell you one thing. If you want to take the dog out for a walk today, we'll get a chance to do that. But right now, we're actually watching the rain let up a little bit. A few spits of drizzle here and there, and then some rain in the southeast. But more rain is on the way later on today. Showers are going to linger at times tonight as well. And then tomorrow, we're going to shift the pattern. It still we'll still rather have the chance for some rain, but it looks like we're going to shift to more of a summer-like pattern where we get those pop-up storms in the afternoon. You can see the rain has been breaking up, and we still have some showers out to the east of us, and we will see a few showers passing through Columbus fairly shortly, but it looks like the steadier rain, it's not quite as heavy as it was earlier. And the good news is, too, our flash flood watches have been canceled, so good news there. Getting word right now, I'm on Facebook Live cooking breakfast, and Jerry in Circleville is telling me it's nice out in Circleville. No rain there right now, so good news. Thank you so much for the report, Jerry. Give me a shout out on Facebook Live. I may give you a shout out on TV, but we got a couple of sprinkles out in Coshocton. Things have dried out. Maybe a few spits of drizzle here in town. A little more of that rain, though, as you move on in towards Pickerington, Lancaster, also into New Lexington, Salt Lake, and really, again, as you move southeast of the city, you can see that we are looking a little more of that rain, especially on down through parts of really Hocking County, Laurelville, just south of Logan as well, out towards Murray City, Nelsonville, the Plains, and Chansey, and Athens, too. So we've got that rain out there, and the good news is no severe weather threat here in town today. Best chance for severe weather is going to be out over the Great Plains, out through parts of Texas, on up into Oklahoma and Kansas. So currently we are in the low 50s across the area. I want to show you the temperatures across the region. So notice how we have this little cold pocket of air right here, but it's warmer over in Bismarck than it is here. So what the heck's going on? Well, let's talk about the jet stream. I'm going to say that we're wearing cutoffs right now. What's going on is we have this little pocket of cold air over Columbus that's gotten cut off from the main flow, which is why it's just sitting on top of us. It's not moving a whole lot. That's why we've been dealing with these waves of rain, is because we had that pocket of air cut off from the main flow. So you may be thinking about wearing cutoffs tomorrow or over the weekend, but the jet stream's doing it right now. 53 degrees with some light showers by 9 o'clock. We keep a few showers around as we head on through the morning hours, and it looks like we'll see some more light showers into the afternoon. Not an all-day washout, but definitely in and out of the rain. We're going to have more wet than dry time, and when the rain backs off, still going to be kind of damp out there. 56 tonight, seasonable lows, and you can see the rain kind of moving on through here in the morning. Notice into the afternoon, some of us get a little break before some more rain starts to pick back up. So we are in and out of the rain, it looks like, with more wet than dry time, and then we really start to dry out a little bit tomorrow morning. We start to see a little bit better conditions taking hold. We'll call today mostly mostly cloudy with increasing afternoon clouds and the chance for those late day pop-up storms. But look at this, 63 today. We are back near average tomorrow, and we are talking about temperatures back into the 70s and near 80, actually the mid 80s over the weekend. But again, we get into that summer-like pattern with those afternoon pop-up downpours. We'll have to watch out for those, Pete, but at least it'll be warmer.
Hey, we'll take that, Jeff. Thank you. We look forward to eventually drying out. Well, no neighbor left behind. One Central Ohio community making sure their senior neighbors are making it through the pandemic with smiles and supplies. Karina Nova shares the story next.
10 TV's Digital Broadcast Center is sponsored by Lindsay Honda.
Patients are now able to come back to the hospital for screenings and non-essential procedures. Dr. David Cohn explains why it's important they do that.
It's really important for our patient population to come back to our clinics and to our hospital. Our goal is to find cancers as early as possible, but also to recognize that patients whose treatments were delayed, it's in everybody's best interest to get back on the schedule again and get back into the regular treatment at this point in time.
Patients with cancer must be extra cautious about where they go right now. How are you taking precautions to ensure their safety?
We're following the same precautions here that we're asking our patients to do at home. We're masking everybody at the door. That's our patients, our faculty, our staff, and we're also screening them for any signs or symptoms of COVID-19 before they enter this very unique facility.
For more information on COVID-19 and cancer, visit cancer.osu.edu/coronavirus.
Shop with confidence in-store, online, or over the phone during Morris Homes Memorial Day sale. Save up to 50% off and more plus doorbusters and get 60 months special financing plus extra savings for vets, active duty, and essential workers. Expect more at Morris Home this Memorial Day.
When America needed us to build, we built. Masks, ventilators, shields. When frontliners needed support, Ford dealers answered. And now we're open and ready to serve you. With special offers like 0% financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Stop by a Ford dealership or go online. We've made it safer to shop, easier to buy. Now get 0% financing for 72 months across the Ford lineup. Contact your Ford dealer or stop by today.
At American Air, the safety of our customers and employees is our top priority. We know these are uncertain times, but HVAC, electrical, and plumbing issues don't pause for viruses. We're taking every measure to keep you safe. If you need us, call us today or go to AmericanAirHeating.com.
Ever since I was 5 years old, it's been all about football. It's been about running, jumping, blocking, tackling. I have terrible foot issues that prevented me from really having a normal life with my kids. With the Good Feet Arch Supports, man, I'm always ready. My kids actually got to enjoy me in the yard more, racing each other, backpedaling, teaching them some things, being a dad.
Try them for yourself with a free arch support fitting and test walk at the Good Feet store.
Right now at Germain Ford, get 6 months of payment relief and finance rates as low as 0% for 84 months with touchless delivery at our place or yours. Plus, we're proud to offer $500 bonus cash for first responders and medical professionals. To lower or defer your payments, get started at GermainFord.com.
Morris Home is open, and we care about keeping you safe. Shop with confidence in-store, online, or over the phone during the Memorial Day mattress sale. Get your choice of comfort plus a free pillow and free contact-free shipping. Expect more at Morris Home.
Well, now at 6:23, all new this morning. During this time of staying socially distant, there are those who might need a little extra help. We know that, in particular, those who are a little older are considered higher risk, Angela.
They are, Pete. That's because many of them are spending even more time at home and maybe in isolation. But there's one community making sure their elderly neighbors aren't forgotten. 10 TV's Karina Nova joins us now from Upper Arlington.
I'm so used to having people in the house. I entertain a lot, and you know, it's just different.
For 50 years, Gwen Burt has lived in this Upper Arlington home. But for the first time ever, she's experiencing being stuck in the house.
They want to keep us safe in our homes as long as possible, which we all want. So, yeah, it's great.
What Gwen is talking about are the great volunteers in the UA Cares program who are helping her stay safe at home. People like Joy Barney, who calls and checks on senior residents to make sure they have food, medication, and toilet paper.
I found that the conversations took 20 to 30 minutes because so much of the time they just wanted to connect with somebody. They wanted somebody to talk to.
And sometimes safely in person, someone to see when groceries are dropped off.
And I write a check, put it in the mailbox, and we visit through the glass. She puts the groceries down and we visit through the glass, but it's taken so much concern off of me.
For volunteers, there's a benefit too.
Oh, it feels wonderful. Our older adults are such a special part of our community, so we need to do everything that we can to protect them and keep them safe, so it felt great.
A reminder, no matter where we live, we need to do our part to check on our seniors.
I just wish every community could have something like this because it's so vital for we older folk who I try not to think that I am, but I am.
And age aside, like most people, they're missing out too, anxiously waiting to get back to normal.
What are you looking forward to do the most? Having lunch with friends, but it's going to be a while. And getting my hair cut, but that's going to be a while too.
In Upper Arlington, Karina Nova, 10 TV News.
And there are about 1,600 people that are part of this database. They get weekly check-ins to make sure they have enough food, that they're safe, they have their medicine. So it's a pretty nice program that the seniors who live here have someone that cares. It's always good to have someone that cares about you.
Oh, that's for sure, Karina. And, you know, like she was just saying, too, can't wait to just get back out and have lunch with friends. And really nice, Angela, too, just to see they had the chance to talk with somebody, which can be so important sometimes.
Yeah, and I think that's why the state, just a couple weeks ago, guys, launched the Staying Connected program, where it's a free program. You can sign up, anyone over the age of 60, and it's a phone call where they just check in on people. So great story, Karina. Nice to see how people are checking in on each other. And as we turn to Jeff Booth, let's check in with him because you might want to check in on your neighbor who might still be dealing with some flooding out there, Jeff.
That's right, and we are going to see some more rain out there today, Angela. Not quite as much as yesterday, but still dealing with the rain, and our tree pollen is moderate. Grass pollen is low. Mold is up, so watch out for that. I'm going to let you know what time we dry out, and I'll also track a more summer-like pattern with pop-up storms coming up.
All right, thanks, Jeff. And we do have a quick traffic update for you now. We've learned that the ramp, US 23 at I-270, remember that was closed down because of high water. It is now reopened again. So that is certainly good news for your commute. Not seeing any other major issues out on the roads, but of course, we will keep you updated throughout the morning. You know, it can be said that perfection is difficult to attain, but it can be done. And this soon-to-be graduate is living proof of that, how he managed to keep perfect attendance. He shares his secret. That's coming up at 6:30. But first, we continue our mission here at 10 to honor Central Ohio's heroes. Today's hero of the day, Sylvia Branham. So far, Sylvia has made more than 2,500 masks for community members, essential workers, and law enforcement. The 72-year-old says she enjoys helping people and has always put other people ahead of herself. Thank you so much, Sylvia. And don't forget, you can nominate a hero. Text the word hero to 614-460-3345. Just text the word hero, and we'll get in touch with you so you can tell us all about the person you're nominating.
During our Memorial Day sale at Value City Furniture, you can buy now and choose how you pay along the way because your home should be a comfortable place. Go online to learn how we've made our stores safe for your visit. We are Value City Furniture.
Most people celebrate the holidays at home, so Crown Eurocars Dublin invites you to stay right where you are. This Memorial Day and all through May, we'll do it your way during the Crown Big Event. Get 0% APR for 36 months on most models. Plus, get a 90-day payment deferral on any model, and we'll deliver yours clean and sanitized. Additionally, we're giving you 20% off parts and labor during the Crown Big Event. Crown Eurocars Dublin, the better way to buy.
Home. It's where we feel most safe. At Ohio Basement Authority, we've always understood this. And now, more than ever, we remain committed to supporting you by implementing new health guidelines and putting your safety first. If you have problems with your foundation, crawl space, or basement, we're offering 1 year, no interest, no payment financing, and up to $500 off. So let us help restore your peace of mind to the place you call home.
The team at Atlas Butler wants to make something clear. We're always open. We have service technicians scheduled day and night, weekends, and even holidays.
Call today, get it fixed today.
Call 1-800-FURNACE.
At Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, you can get our care at your place. Instead of coming to the office for your appointment, you stay where you are and have a video visit using your smartphone, tablet, or computer to see and talk to your doctor. This type of telehealth care is appropriate for many common health concerns, and hundreds of Ohio State primary care doctors and specialists can use it for your care, including prescribing medication. Search online for Ohio State telehealth care or call to see if video visits are right for you.
I'm attorney Scott Schiff. If you're like me, you like to support and buy from local businesses. Your doctors aren't from out of town, so if you get hurt, you shouldn't hire a lawyer from out of town. I'm Columbus's injury attorney Scott Schiff. Call me at 621-8888.
During our Memorial Day sale at Value City Furniture, you can buy now and choose how you pay along the way, because your home should be a comfortable place. Go online to learn how we've made our stores safe for your visit. We are Value City Furniture.
A city at odds, as it is under both an evacuation order and a stay-at-home order, and you can clearly see why. Nearly 11,000 people in central Michigan hope to return to their homes soon, if there's any of it left, after the same torrential storms that hit us caused this massive flooding and dam failures in Midland, Michigan. Just devastating and heartbreaking, really, to see that image there in Michigan. Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for staying with us here at 6:32. I'm Angela Ann.
And I'm Pete Scalia. And, you know, Angela, I know plenty of people here in Central Ohio, too, still cleaning up after all of the rain we've had recently. It continued into this morning. So it seems like, at least here at my house, it sounds like we're getting a little break from the rain. Jeff Booth joining us now with a look at when we finally might start to dry out. Hopefully soon, Jeff.
Yeah, we still have some rain to get through today. It looks like the rain has kind of tapered off a little bit through the morning. It's going to pick back up, though, as we head through the late morning and really into the afternoon. We still have flood warnings to talk about as well along the Scioto River as you move on down to the Ohio River. Also some out in southeastern Ohio. The good news is, though, our flash flood watches, well, they have been dropped, so good news there. Here's what we're tracking right now. Some light showers across parts of the area, but we've really watched the rain let up as you move northeast of the city. Still a few showers in Coshocton and towards Mount Vernon, but you can see a little more of that rain as you move on into southeastern Franklin County, Canal Winchester, picking it up through Lancaster, down through Logan into Athens. And we are going to be dealing with some light showers at times throughout the morning with a little more of that rain into the afternoon. A little drier right now in Columbus, but keep the umbrella handy. We're up to 64 today, though. Angela, I'll let you know when we'll see a summer-like pattern coming up in just a bit.
We do like the sounds of that. All right, Jeff, thanks. Let's get a look at our traffic right now. Molly has the week off, but we are monitoring all the traffic cameras for you, making sure that you have a safe commute to wherever you're going. This is State Route 315 at Bethel. So you can see southbound traffic certainly picking up a little bit, both sides of the freeway moving nicely. And again, just watch for some of the ponding from a lot of that overnight rain that we had. Well, it is now 6:33. Today is another big day for the state of Ohio as restaurants now prepare to reopen for indoor dining. Now, that doesn't mean they'll all open their doors today, but many restaurant owners tell us that they are ready to go. This comes as Ohio works its way up to more than 27,000 confirmed cases in county, with more than 1,600 people who have now died. The rising numbers are becoming a trend worldwide. Cases topped 5 million overnight, and that's according to data from Johns Hopkins University. Almost a third of those cases, though, are in the U.S. However, a large part of the rising case totals are now coming from South America, where the outbreak is quickly spreading in places like Brazil, Mexico, and Peru. However, the good news is that more patients are now recovering, with more than 1.9 million and counting. Pete?
Well, Angela, I know you mentioned the next phase of reopening for Ohio's restaurants starts today, but remember, we saw these sorts of crowds at some restaurants and bars when they opened for patio dining last week. Now, hopefully things will be a little bit better under control when indoor dining resumes today. 10 TV's Tino Ramos joins us now to show us what we could expect if we do plan on venturing out. Tino?
Yeah, Pete, we are going now from outside with the pictures you just saw there to now inside. We are now entering a new phase of restaurants here in Ohio, because what's going to happen, our businesses are going to now welcome people in, go inside, have a meal. It's going to be the first time they'll have something like this in over 2 months. Now, if you recall, it was over the weekend that we did see some scenes out there of people after restaurants got their trial run after welcoming in patrons as the state's phased in outdoor patios as part of their efforts to reopen the economy. For the most part, it went well, but some businesses did get warnings because there was concern over social distancing. But today, restaurants will now provide full service, both outdoor and indoor dining. And let's make this clear, guidelines are still in place, which include employees wearing masks and keeping tables apart at least 6 feet. And according to the Ohio Restaurant Association, safety still has to play a big role to make this all work.
It's a lot of steps, right? In fact, we've been going through checklists with our owners and operators and saying these are the things you need to do on top of all the things you did before.
And if you recall, the governor did create this Ohio investigative unit. It's to go check out all the restaurants here to make sure they are practicing social distancing. That will be the case once they start opening the doors for indoor dining. Again, that begins today. We'll get a test run, of course, to see how these guidelines outdoors go indoors as well. In the short north, Tino Ramos, 10 TV News.
All right, Tina, thanks. So all morning long, we've been asking you if you feel comfortable going out and booking that reservation, and taking a look here at some of the results. It seems like most of you say you're going to just keep on cooking in your own kitchen for the time being. You could still weigh in at 10tv.com/vote.
Well, Pete, this is a startling number, but a new census survey shows almost half of American households have lost a part of their income during this pandemic. And this news comes on the heels of new unemployment numbers that will be released later this morning. The numbers have consistently dropped every week, though, since late March, but experts are still predicting jobless claims will hit 2.3 million for the past week. And this pandemic knows no boundaries or limits when it comes to who can get COVID-19. There is one group in particular that is at high risk. State leaders want to help offset those risks. So today, Governor Mike DeWine is set to announce a task force that will address how the coronavirus is affecting communities of color. Advocates say they want better and more accessible testing for these communities, and also more money funneled to public transport. And just a quick reminder, today is the last day for Kroger's drive-through testing for the coronavirus. Crews are stationed at the Franklin Park Conservatory in Columbus. Now, you don't need a doctor's note anymore. However, you do need to still make an appointment.
Oh, this week we are honoring the class of 2020. I mean, without a regular graduation ceremony this year, we wanted to give all of Central Ohio's seniors a chance to give their classmates a shout out. So this morning, I want to introduce you to Shantira Pittman from Marion Franklin High School in Columbus.
And I just want to congratulate my class of 2020 for still meeting the guidelines, to still be able to graduate throughout this tough time. Keep your heads up, stay positive. Let's go, class of 2020. Red Devils!
All right, Red Devils, we're going to be airing more of these messages every day this week. And then make sure you join us Saturday, June 6th at 7 p.m. We're putting together a great statewide special celebration for all of our high school seniors. Congratulations again, class of 2020. And by the way, speaking of those high school seniors, I mean, there's that saying that nobody's perfect, right? Well, except for, well, maybe this kid. Coming up next on 10 this morning, his motivation to get that perfect attendance record.
Beat the rush. 10 TV keeps you ahead of the traffic. Get your traffic reports on 10 TV. Sponsored by your Central Ohio Honda dealers. Weekdays on 10 TV.
Eliminating existing pests, preventing future ones, answering questions, finding solutions. There's only one company dedicated to working hand in hand with you to deliver affordable, hassle-free pest control. Scherzinger Termite and Pest Control.
It's Memorial Day your way all month long at Dennis Hyundai. Shop your way with Dennis Direct, our online platform with home delivery. Or visit us in-store where we follow all recommended safety measures. Plus, get no payments for 90 days on any new Hyundai, including Konas and Elantras. And don't miss our Tucson-a-thon with up to $6,000 off MSRP. Hurry in for Memorial Day your way. Going on now at Dennis Hyundai, where we're always driving for better.
Life didn't stop. It just slowed down. Home cooking, movie nights, board games. These are the moments that make your house a home. And our doors are open for you. Your style at the lowest prices. Right Rug Flooring.
I was always tired. Now I've completed 2 5Ks. OptiFast was the best thing I could have done for myself and my health. I've lost 112 pounds in 8 months and I feel great.
For over 40 years, our patients have lost weight on OptiFast, a medically supervised, scientifically proven weight loss program. Weight loss with the OptiFast program can help lower cholesterol, triglycerides, blood glucose, and blood pressure along with waist size.
The Central Ohio Nutrition Center. Visit us online or call us at 864-7225.
The Scioto Valley Big Memorial Day event is going on now. Get special savings on Radiant Pools, the in-ground pool at an above-ground price starting at $99.99 or $269 a month, plus 24 months interest-free financing. Only at Scioto Valley.
At Performance Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Georgesville, and Delaware, we know distancing is a good thing.
And buying local is a good thing, too.
So with 2 locations, we pretty much have you covered. Right, Ted?
Right, Bethany.
And I'm no accountant, but 0% for 72 months seems to make a lot of sense, don't you think?
It sure does.
And with over 1,000 vehicles in stock, you can shop safely in our dealerships.
Hashtag contact free.
You are way too old to be saying that, Ted.
Performance Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram at Georgesville.
And Delaware.
When mosquitoes are keeping you indoors, there's one way to take back your yard. The Mosquito Mitigation Program by Scherzinger Pest Control. We'll inspect and treat mosquito-prone areas so that you can enjoy being outdoors again.
Our family protecting your family since 1934.
Well, now at 6:41 on this Thursday, high school graduation season is in full swing. And there's one senior who has some pretty big bragging rights. We want you to meet Connor Snavely. He is graduating tomorrow from McLean High School in Greenfield, which is in Highland County, about an hour south of Columbus. But get this, from the day he was 2, Connor says he has never missed a day of school. No kidding, not even in preschool. He says he's pretty thankful that he was never sick enough to stay home and actually made it a mission to have perfect attendance.
If I were to be in the hospital for some reason, I would really hate that, and I just walk out with everything attached and still go to school because I did not want to ruin my goal.
I just instilled in him that it's priority. You go to school and you're there for a reason, same as your teachers are there to teach you, and you need to go and participate.
And he has every day. So Connor admits there were a few days where he maybe didn't want to go to school, but he also says he was motivated because of his love of learning. Connor says he plans to enter the local police academy after this summer. So kudos to him, Pete.
Oh, that's awesome. Perfect attendance. I know it's 6:43 on kind of another wet, waterlogged Thursday morning. Just feel like reporting present. Jeff Booth is standing by too right now in perfect attendance. Taking a look at our forecast on this Friday Eve. Jeff, we need a break from the rain.
Bueller. Yeah, we do need a break from the rain. You know, that's a very inspiring story, too, because you're talking to the guy last night I was laying in bed. I was like, man, I really wish I could call in sick tomorrow. Let's go outside and talk about what's going on with the forecast, because we've had a few showers out there, and we are going to track a few more rain showers at times today. But notice the rain's broken up a little bit, but the next batch is starting to push back into Columbus. You can see it's starting to move on into the east side. And I'm looking outside my window right now, and I got a couple of light sprinkles out there. So it's starting to come down. You move down 33, though, into Lancaster, into Logan, and Athens, along with Nelsonville. Yeah, you're dealing with a little more rain out that way. And then we still have a few sprinkles as well down into parts of Scioto County, parts of Jackson County. Temperatures today are going to be on the cooler than average side. We're hitting 63 here in Columbus. Generally a little warmer as you move up into the north and the northeast, where we have a little less cloud cover, a little less rain. Gardening forecast here in town looks like this. You shouldn't need to water today or tomorrow, but you probably will need to water on Saturday. We're actually going to be getting into a more summer-like pattern before you know it. We'll let you know what days we see pop-up storms coming up, Pete.
All right, Jeff, sounds good. Well, we know that graduation plans are still in limbo for students all across the state, but we might have a better idea of what's in store for Ohio's largest school district. We'll take a look at those plans and hear about them from the superintendent herself next.
We buy cars 7 days a week. Riker.com. We're dealing.
Experience the finest in luxury. The new 2020 Lincoln Aviator and Lincoln Navigator. Both come with exquisite detail and state-of-the-art technology. Find yours at Bob Boyd Lincoln, Sawmill and I-270, or at lincolnofcolumbus.com.
Step away from the grill and step up to Donato's 4 fresh chicken pizzas. Perfect for summer, including new barbecue chicken. Now get a large chicken signature pizza for just $1 more than a large one topping. Donato's. Every piece is important.
It's the Memorial Day sale at Big Sandy Superstore, and that means the hottest appliance deals of the year. 22,000 in-stock appliances ready for local next-day delivery with appliance pricing guaranteed through Black Friday. Buy 2, get 2 free. Whirlpool stainless steel dispensing refrigerator and range, $19.99. Get the dishwasher and microwave free. As low as $55 a month with no money down, 4-year financing. Buy the Savannah washer for $3.99. Get the matching dryer half price, $200. This weekend at Big Sandy Superstore.
At American Air, the safety of our customers and employees is our top priority. We know these are uncertain times, but HVAC, electrical, and plumbing issues don't pause for viruses. We're taking every measure to keep you safe. If you need us, call us today or go to AmericanAirHeating.com.
At this point, I think we could all use a smile break. And this one's on Colombo Law. You're welcome.
Hey, it's Aaron from Window Nation. The country's facing some unprecedented challenges, and we want to do our part to protect your #1 investment, your home.
Many homeowners need new windows, and we need to keep our employees at Window Nation working.
In order to provide immediate relief for those homeowners that are in need of new windows, we'll defer your payments on your new windows for 2 full years.
Pay nothing and put no money down. Plus, we're temporarily reducing pricing up to 50% on all style windows.
Rebuilding our nation, one window at a time.
Lincoln Black Label is your invitation to a uniquely elevated automotive experience. Explore a curated collection of interior themes available with the Lincoln Black Label Aviator and the Lincoln Black Label Navigator. It's more than ownership, it's membership. Bob Boyd, Lincoln of Columbus.
Doppler 10 Weather Bug is sponsored by Fiesel. No need for technicians to come into your home with our free exterior inspections. Check out our lifetime warranty and financing options at FieselInc.com.
All new at 6:47 this Thursday morning. She says it's one of the most difficult decisions she has ever had to make in her career. But just this morning, a short time ago, Columbus City Schools Superintendent Dr. Talisa Dixon released more information about graduation for students in the largest district in the state. Dr. Dixon says the graduation for all 19 city schools will be virtual. She said while the decision was difficult, they decided to do it that way for the safety of the students and the community.
I too enjoyed seeing students walk across the stage, giving them those hugs, saying to me, thank you for what you've done. And I knew the impact that it had on the families too.
So now those graduation ceremonies will take place June 21st through the 27th. We have the full list for you on our website at 10tv.com. Well, 6:48 now on this Thursday morning. We're getting closer and closer to the weekend. And Jeff Booth, if people are going to start making those in-restaurant dining plans, what can we expect on this Thursday?
Well, I can tell you we will get some time over the weekend to spend some time on the patio. Today, probably not so much. We're going to be dealing with some showers, just kind of damp out there as well, a little cool. But we are still looking at some flood warnings in parts of the area. Flood warnings along the Scioto River as you move on down towards the Ohio River. Also out in southeastern Ohio. And you know what? The good news is we have watched our flash flood watches. They have been canceled. Those were in effect in southeastern Ohio earlier today. And you can see the rain. It was a little heavier out in southeastern Ohio, and we've seen a little bit of a break starting to push back into the area now here in Columbus, but it does look like what we see will be on the light side. And we actually had some steadier rain up to the north when we started the broadcast just about 2 hours ago. Well, that's lightened up, but still a few showers out towards Coshocton, a little bit out into Mount Vernon as well. Also some now starting to push on into the southeast side of Franklin County. You're looking at some over in Groveport. Also some of that action out towards Lockbourne. Some of that now moving into Canal Winchester. Asheville, a little light rain. Circleville on the northeast side. Pickerington, Pataskala, Buckeye Lake, all tracking a few showers. And some of that as well from Baltimore down into Lancaster. Looking at some rain also out into Laurel, Logan. And then as you move 33 on 33 into Nelsonville and Athens, we still have some showers. Rain's let up a little bit out in southeastern and southern Ohio. Portsmouth, though, a few showers rather just to the north. We've got some sprinkles there on the camera right now. Temperatures 52 degrees. Looks like we are looking at an easterly wind at 10 miles an hour. So today, not the best day to mow the lawn. Even if we do get a little dry time, the grass is still pretty wet. We're going to give tomorrow and Saturday yellow lights. And the reason for that is because we're entering a more summer-like pattern. So this pesky area of low pressure, it's starting to push off to the south and off to the southeast. We still have some light showers persisting, though, at times today into the afternoon. Looks like we are going to see warmer weather tomorrow. We'll get some dry time tomorrow, turn mostly cloudy within a few pop-up storms in the afternoon. Again, getting into a summer-like pattern where we start out with a little dry weather, and then in the afternoon, the clouds build and a few pop-up storms are possible over the weekend. But we are going to be warming up as well, back into the 80s before you know it. And as we look out at the end of May into early June, it looks like we have above-average temperatures and slightly above-average precipitation in the forecast. So here's what it looks like today, though. We keep some showers around this morning. Notice in the afternoon some more showers will persist, but we're not getting rain straight through, but still keep the umbrella handy. Damp at times. More damp weather than dry weather, definitely. 63 for a high, and then we keep a few showers around early tonight. And then tomorrow, again, we'll start off dry. We'll watch clouds build into the afternoon with the threat for a few pop-up afternoon downpours, and that is the pattern that we're getting. So we're in and out of the rain today. 63, 74 as we hit the mid-80s. And we'll FM. That's Sunny 95. We'll have all the latest Doppler 10 weather alerts and updates.
All right, Jeff, thanks. Well, you know, all morning long, we've been asking many of you if you would feel comfortable going to a restaurant and eating indoors right now, given the new reopening phase today. So as you can see, it looks like most of you say you would prefer still cooking at home. What's interesting is at 4:30 when we first started asking, that percentage was at 75%. It has certainly dropped down just a little bit. But again, a majority of you say, I'm still going to wait it out and cook at home. We'll be right back with more.
Live Doppler 10 radar, only on 10 TV. For many of us, morning routines have changed, but we still rise. We still shine. We prepare ourselves and our families
to hit the ground running
and make today the best day it can be.
Because each day begins with endless opportunity.
And we have never been more grateful,
thankful,
proud
to be a part of yours.
Rise each day with 10 this morning.
Most people celebrate the holidays at home, so Crown Kia Dublin invites you to stay right where you are. This Memorial Day and all through May during the Crown Big Event, drive new 2020 Kias for 0% APR for up to 75 months. Plus, make no payments for 120 days, and we'll deliver yours clean and sanitized. Additionally, we're giving you 20% off parts and labor during the Crown Big Event. Crown Kia Dublin, the better way to buy.
We know it's more than just a weekend project. It's your idea of home. For greener lawns and brighter flower beds, call 1-800-TOPSOIL. Order online, jonestopsoil.com.
Jones Topsoil brings it home to you.
We're on an unfamiliar road, unlike any we've ever seen. We can't rely on GPS or maps or mile markers to guide us. But we have what we need to make it safely. We have each other. We're strong, determined, and united. And just as with every crisis, large and small, for over 100 years, AAA, we're with you on this road and every road.
Ignition.
Visit Acura Columbus or Lindsay Acura for attractive offers on the RDX.
It's your idea of home.
It takes attention to make a big difference. And to keep your family cool this summer, it takes Bryant.
Contact Sears Heating and Cooling at SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Right now at Germain Hyundai, get 0% for 84 months on the 2020 Tucson or 0% for 72 months on the 2020 Santa Fe. Plus, make no payments for 90 days and take touchless delivery at your place or ours. To learn how to lower or defer your payments, get started at GermainHyundai.com.
10 TV News is sponsored by Scioto Valley. Life's best moments start here.
All right, here we are 5 minutes before 7, and we are one day closer to the weekend, Angela.
We are, Pete, so let's be the reason why our viewers at home get to smile this morning with some stories of cheer before they start their day.
And I like this one in particular. I mean, it doesn't matter if you have just a cell phone or, well, maybe an entire recording studio, but people are joining together under pressure to sing a song and raise spirits. The band is joining together. Deanie Arnold is a musician and artist in Reynoldsburg, and she's the brains behind Quarantine Sessions. She rallied her friends from all across the country. They recorded covers of songs together, like Join Together, you just heard, also Under Pressure by Queen, all to battle the COVID blues. Very cool to see that. I need to see if I can get in on that. And the TikTok doc is at it again. This time it looks like he found the ultimate dance partner.
Whatever you do with slow motion, pick it up now, Millie. Rock, pick it up now, Millie. Rock, pick it up.
There it is, Brutus Buckeye with Dr. James Campbell doing the slow motion dance battle. Of course, the TikTok doc, a graduate of the Ohio State University College of Medicine. He's gone viral for his inspirational dance moves along with his hospital co-workers in Oregon. Good to see that this morning. And also good to see this traffic note here. The ramp at US 23 at I-270. It's back open this morning. It is pretty much smooth going so far this morning on the roads, but you still need those wipers, Jeff.
That's right. We still have some light showers around out there, and we're going to keep some showers around into the day. Looks like we will pick up that rain into the afternoon with a high of 64 degrees. We are going to be seeing warmer weather this weekend, though, so good news there. Let's leave you, though, with a nice live look outside in Columbus. Actually, it is out at the Scioto River, out at the OSU Fieldhouse. Nice stuff. A great way to start the day.
Do not miss this low payment. New Hondas from $159 a month. KBB.com's best value brand. Honda, all on sale from $159 a month today at your Central Ohio Honda dealers.
It's never been more important to clean and sanitize your home. Call Perfect Power Wash for a free quote and schedule your service right over the phone. When our technician arrives, you can stay inside your home while we remove the harmful contaminants on the outside with our safe and effective process. With nearly 100,000 satisfied customers over 20 years, we take pride in keeping our community clean. Schedule today to save 10% on your Perfect Power Wash.
These days, it's easy to say, I'm fine. Everyone does it. But for me, it's harder. I struggle to keep up this brave face and hide my depression symptoms, even on an antidepressant. Is it just me?
No. Many people taking antidepressants still experience symptoms. When added to an antidepressant, Rexulti is proven to reduce depression symptoms 62% more than the antidepressant alone. So you can stay on your current treatment and help build on your progress.
Rexulti can cause serious side effects. Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and worsen depression in those under 25. Call your doctor if you have fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which may signal a life-threatening condition, or uncontrollable muscle movements, which may be permanent. Increased cholesterol, weight gain, high blood sugar, decreased white blood cells, compulsive behaviors, dizziness, seizures, trouble swallowing may occur.
Now when I say I'm good, I mean it.
Feel better about facing the world. Talk to your doctor about adding Rexulti. Pay as little as $15 for your refills.
Drive new Hondas with no money down. Zero. New 2020 Honda Civics, CR-Vs, and HR-Vs with zero due at signing. Drive away with zero at signing today at your Central Ohio Honda dealers.
Good morning to you and welcome to CBS This Morning. It's Thursday, May 21st, 2020. I'm Gail King with Anthony Mason and Tony DeCopel. Shopping center shooting. Multiple people are hurt when gunfire erupts in a newly reopened shopping complex in Arizona. The terrifying scenes as people ran to safety. How police captured the suspect.
Fighting the floods, new questions about dam safety after catastrophic floods damage homes and force thousands to flee in Michigan. Governor Gretchen Whitmer joins us in her first interview since the disaster.
Reasons for hope, possible good news about whether people who've had the coronavirus are immune, and encouraging signs overseas as many schools reopen.